What's going on, folks? Ted from Nerd Immersion here, and if you recognize this box, then you may know that Quests and Whiskey Rogue has been released. I received my copy in the mail here, and I kind of wanted to go through and do a little spiel about what's inside, talk about it a little bit, and then, yeah, kind of just get you prepped for what this is going to look like going forward. So, we go ahead and open it up. It says, Assemble Your Party. We have the Quests and Dragon logo. We have the Quests and Rogue story, which is again the continuation of the Dawn of the Unbound Gods storyline. Now, I will tell you, I'm not going to read the story, as similar to what I did with the Paladin when the next drop is announced to be getting ready for when it's going to launch. Then I'll do like a little kind of audiobook reading of the story. But we do have this, which I will read you. It says, only the ice that remains on the mountain is eternal, which is a snow elf proverb. Dear discerning adventurer, the second step of a journey is oftentimes the most crucial and meaningful. Setting forth requires courage, but it's when camaraderie and enthusiasm are their strongest, your quivers, spell lists, and hearts are full. Continuing a journey, on the other hand, is a choice, and that commitment makes it all the more powerful. Whether this is your first bottle of Quests and or your returning friend, we're grateful you're joining us for this, our second step. Releasing Quests and Paladin, the first super premium whiskey curated by and for fans of fantasy and gaming, was exhilarating, fascinating, and occasionally nerve-wracking, but with your support, what began as a bold idea has become a full-fledged mission. We couldn't be more thrilled and gratified. We've had a blast and built a community we'd go into battle with anytime. But no adventuring party is truly complete without a good rogue. Sure, a strong moral compass is important to setting your course, but when the road gets rough, you'd rather have an ally who lives a bit crooked. Someone willing to get their hands dirty, if not bloody. Someone like Yue, the White Spider, and that's the character we're talking about. That's the quintessential rogue that you see here on the front cover. In this box, you will find Quests and Rogue, our latest spirit offering, as well as Chapter 2 of Dawn of the Unbound Gods, our original fantasy story written by Kate Welch, and with all new art by Taylor Jacobson. Crafted from small batch Kentucky and Indiana aged bourbons, Rogue has been blended to pair with the eponymous character of this release, vanilla richness to match the treasures UA seeks, bright bast apple/jammy fruit, and cooling herbaceous notes to reflect his snow elf origins, and a balanced aroma and finish to match his ability to move through crowds without being spotted, to, as it were, blend. If this is your first foray into Quests and you'd like to read the first chapter before diving into the second one, Paladin is available to read or listen to on our website, which I didn't know was going to be the thing, but that's awesome that they are going and doing that as well. And once again, thank you for joining us. This is your second visit to Quest and Tavern. That's worthy of a toast, so cheers. Just keep your eye on your coin purse. There are rogues about. Yours in fellowship, the Found Familiars. And then we kind of go ahead and open up the box itself. Lift up here. As you can see, kind of lifts up. And then we have a little dusty. That's okay. Quests and Rogue. These bottles, I gotta tell you, we got the other Paladin bottle sitting right here. This is the OG Paladin 1 bottle, but like these just look so good. And to be like next to each other on a shelf, fantastic. So we have Quests and Rogue. Still has the HP counter on the side. We still have the map on the back. And the one thing I did want to show off is we kind of knew this going into it, but Warlock is the next drop. And this is the shield logo for Warlock, which looks very cool. I'm very excited. So, let's go ahead and crack the top of this one. Give it a little smell. Realistically, let's give it a little taste too. Now this is 98.3 proof. Paladin was 100. This Paladin was 50% alcohol by volume. Rogue is 49.15. Ooh. I'm definitely smelling kind of that herbaceous note, as I mentioned. They're kind of cooling. Huh. I'm not getting a lot of the jammy fruit. At least not on the first try. I am getting the warmth from like a high proof alcohol, but I have this kind of like, it said herbaceous, this cooling, almost like a menthol. I'm not sure. I think I'll have to give this a full proper trial, but as it stands currently, maybe it's a little biased just because of the type of characters I play. I think I'm leaning personally that I think I still might be more of a paladin fan than a rogue, but perhaps it needs to be chilled a little more, something like that. I'm not really getting like they said apple and jammy fruits. I didn't really get those notes, at least in that first initial sip, but perhaps in a cup with it able to air a little bit, maybe with some ice, maybe it'll really come out. But either way, it is very warming. It's got that high proof warming function. I feel like you always get that right in the chest. At least that's my experience. It's good. I definitely like it. I think currently I am still leaning more towards Paladin, but we'll check back in a future video after I give this a little bit more of a taste, and we'll see how we feel. But anyway, head over to questsandwhiskey.com to get a copy for yourself. These will sell out quickly if Paladin is any indication, so be sure to get one if you want before supplies run out. So thank you all so much for watching, and thank you again to the awesome team over at Find Familiar Spirits and Quests and Whiskey for sending this over. I'll see you all next time.